loves, my name is Freya and welcome to my channel. So today I will talk about the 30 small things in life that always leave me a bit happier than before that. This will range from things I do to things I see or things I can experience or activities I do that make me happy. These things are always things that make me happier and make me focus a bit more on the positive, and so I wanted to share them because you probably have a few of these in common. Grab yourself a drink. I have myself some sencha special flavored tea. I don't know what that is, but that's what it says on the box. Get comfy and let's begin. Okay, so the first thing is feeling a breeze through my hair, and this is because going outside, you don't have breezes inside you. That means I have to go outside in order to feel that breeze, and that makes me feel so alive, and that's why I really like it. Feeling the sun on my skin, just the sun on your skin, it's so warm, and I love that feeling. Seeing my houseplants thrive, like I love my houseplants, and I love seeing them thrive, even though I haven't had them for so long. They've been growing amazing and fantastically, and I really love seeing that, and seeing that there are just new leaves sprouting, that always makes me so much happier. Reading a good book, whether it's just a fantasy, I'm a whole fantasy reader, just so you know, or a self-help book or something that can inspire you, or a book that is made to inspire you, anything, it always leaves me so much better. Just reading is something that I've always enjoyed, and it's something that always puts me in a better mood. Letting my creativity out through writing. I'm a big writer as well as I'm a reader. I'm a writer, and I love doing that. And in this quarantine I've been writing every day for 30 minutes. It's not that long, but it has been a massive game changer on my creativity, and I've been loving to do that because I want to be a writer, I want to be an author, and every time people ask me, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm saying, I want to be a writer. I want to be a writer. I want to write, I want to inspire people, I want to make other people write. I want to be that kind of person, you know? I want to write. I want to do that. Drinking a good cup of tea. Now, as I say in every single intro of my videos, I always drink tea. If I don't drink tea multiple times a day, I at least drink it 2 times a day, in the morning, or I choose between a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. And mostly I've now been trying to do tea because the caffeine it's just not good for your brain and stuff. And in the evening I'll always drink a cup of bedtime tea, and that really helps me putting on clothes that I love. And this is something that's quite minimalistic of me, because it's been quite a journey to find out what things I like wearing most, taking photos of things I found beautiful. Now, I'm not only a reader, a writer, but I'm also a photographer, which you will know if you follow me on Instagram. When I go out for a run outside, I always find these beautiful flowers all the time, and I will just, if I go a week later, the flowers will be gone and there will be other flowers, and that just blows my mind every single time, because nature is so beautiful. And I grew up in a city and I never really got that connection, you know, but now that I live on more of a countryside, I get to experience that, and I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, it makes my heart bloom. Doing a yoga session, I find yoga very nice, and it's something that always puts me in a happy mood, because, you know, my spine is loose, you know, it's not stiff and stuff, and my muscles and stuff, everything just becomes loose. Helping others. Now this is very broad, I know. Whether it's just hearing someone talk and giving my advice on what I would do and I would suggest and stuff, that just being there for other people, that makes me so grateful, because it makes me feel like I have something to give and that I have something to add to other people's lives. And yeah, that just makes me feel like I am a person who can be a helper. Connecting to that, spreading love and hope. And I do this more or less in real life with people, you know, talking to people, hearing their stories, hearing their pains, whatever. But on the internet, here on YouTube, over on my Instagram, I do this a lot as well, because I mostly share inspiring stories and inspiring quotes and stuff. And I really enjoy doing that, because it makes me feel like I can make a difference in someone else's life. Like, there are a lot of inspiring other content creators who inspire me on a daily basis, and I really just want to be that person as well. I want to be able to inspire others like I have been inspired. Okay, listening to my favorite music. You probably would have guessed that this was earlier on the list, but I just realized it later. Yeah, music. I used to always be that person with their headphones in and stuff. I'm not that kind of person anymore, really, but I still love listening to music, watching the stars and the moon. Now, my sleeping schedule is just where the sun is down, so basically I never get to see the stars and the moon, but sometimes I can see the moon when the sun is going down, or when the sun is coming up and I can see the moon, and that always leaves me so happy, like, whoa, damn. And the stars, that used to be something I really enjoyed, but now that my sleeping schedule has been different, I haven't been doing that so often. If I just need to stay up because of family gatherings or something, I definitely always take a moment to then look at the stars, because I'm awake already. The only thing that prevents me from doing that is my sleeping schedule, which is fine, because I need my sleeping schedule like this. But yeah, I still get to see the moon every so often in the mornings or in the evenings. Yeah, I highly enjoy that. Walking barefoot on the grass. You see, I told you I was gonna get a bit romantic, but you know, I love walking barefoot. Like, in this quarantine, the only shoes I've worn were boots for outside, because the ground was still muddy, and so I wasn't gonna go in there with my bare feet. But I love to go barefoot, because just walking around barefoot, you need to vacuum your room. And two, you also feel the ground. Like, you feel, is this cold, is this warm, how does this feel? It really grounds you, brings me back to my body, you know. And I love doing this outside, just because, you know, the grass is also a bit different than, you know, tiles on the floor and stuff. Taking a hot bath. Now, I don't particularly love doing this, but I definitely can enjoy it, you know. Pop some bath salts in there, you know. I definitely can enjoy that. Doing nothing. This may seem very weird, but sometimes I just need to do nothing. Just sit on a pillow against the wall, just staring, just letting my mind wander. And that really is something that is very good, because normally we're always like indulging in information and taking on new knowledge, and we also always need to be doing something, and I really want to just break through that sometimes. Caring for plants. Now, I've already said seeing my houseplants thrive, but you know, caring for plants is something different, you know. Seeing them thrive literally makes me feel so proud of myself and proud of these plants as well, because I definitely think saying I love you and giving them a quick smooch is definitely something that makes them grow better, and I've literally seen that. But caring for them is something that is also very beneficial for me and for them as well, obviously. It makes me so powerful, I feel like. Everything I am doing for this other being to thrive. The smell of freshly washed bed covers. I love this so much. I don't know if you get this, but I just love going to bed in a freshly cleaned bed. It definitely is a lot easier to then fall asleep compared to when it's not been freshly washed, and I've literally been just loving doing that. And also now that the weather is better, we wash them and then we hang them up to dry, and I love looking at that, like just it flowing in the wind. It's so beautiful, like wow, it's beautiful. Baking bread. Now this has also been something that I've only really been getting into in the quarantine. And we have this bread baking machine, and I've just been doing that. I mean, it's not that fancy, and it's just me putting the ingredients into the baking machine, but you know, I don't care. I'm baking fresh bread for my family, and I literally, it's such a sign of giving my love and affection to my family, and I love doing that. And also just the smell of freshly baked bread, perfect. Seeing unexpected beautiful flowers. I have already talked about flowers, but I cannot stop about it. If I go running or walking, I will definitely always see some type of new flower that I haven't seen before, and we haven't been living here for that long, and so I'm not that known with the area yet. And in the years before here, I never really went outside that much and actually looked at what is growing here and what do I think is beautiful about this. But now I really have been doing this, and I'm loving it. Like, I would go out, see certain flowers, see them blooming, go out the next day to take some pictures, and then 2 weeks later I would go out again and see a total new amount of flowers and total new flowers, and that blows my mind, like how fast is nature just growing, like damn. I just love seeing these cycles, you know, and now this year has really been the year that I've been paying attention to that, and it's been really great for my mental health. Witnessing a beautiful sunset or sunrise, I've been loving that, you know. I loved seeing that, and even the weather has been so good that there have been no clouds and stuff. So there have been no clouds, so you couldn't even see, you know, the light hitting the clouds. So it was just the sky getting this kind of these colors. Noticing bad behavior and actually turning it around. Now, I probably should explain this because this kind of ties into inner work or shadow work, whatever you want to call it. I prefer calling it inner work just because I'm also working on good parts of myself, you know? So shadow work is basically facing your shadow and facing bad behavioral things and stuff, and I will probably make a video about that in the future. The thing I could probably pinpoint most is getting mad at something where I'm not actually mad at that thing, but something that I have begun to associate it with. So this could basically just be something where I would just get mad at my sister for no apparent reason or nothing she did, or maybe normally would have just irritated me a bit, but I wouldn't lash out at her, you know. But then I realized, like, I am not mad at her, I'm mad at myself because my drawing tablet wasn't working properly because I did something wrong. That is definitely something that I have been learning so much during this quarantine, just because I have time to think about why am I reacting in such a way that is not good for me nor for the person who I'm talking to. Washing my hair. This is something so random, but I love washing my hair. The time between washings, I've been wanting to stretch that and make it longer, which has been resulting in my hair getting more greasy and oily and stuff, and so I've just been loving to then wash my hair. And I have been wanting to grow my hair, I guess you can see that, but yeah, washing my hair is something I love doing, and giving myself a scalp massage and stuff, listening to someone and giving them useful advice. Just being able to listen to someone and to give them advice that they later says worked and that actually changed some things for them, that makes me feel so cool because I said that, you know, I said that and I made a change. I was the one who inspired someone. cleaning up my room. Now this is also one of those things that I kind of feel is a chore, but I've been trying to change my perspective to that, and I've been just trying to change it to, this is your space, you have to take care of it, this is your space, love it. Feeling connected to the world. I have in the past felt disconnected from the world. I have felt like I wasn't even in my body. I have felt like that, and so even now when I'm doing so much better than I have before, I feel so much gratefulness because of that. I just feel connected to this world. I feel like everything is real. I feel colors are bursting. My eyes, I see things, I hear things, I feel things, I can taste things, I can smell things. That just fills me with so much joy. I could not feel that before, and now I can, and that makes me so grateful that I'm just able to do that. Like, I know there are people who can't do this because of derealization, and I have not been diagnosed or something, but I do think that these symptoms, I have felt those. I have felt those. Just feeling now that after a lot of work, after a lot of bettering myself, I am feeling this world, being here, being in the moment, being in this world. It fills me with so much gratefulness because I was not in this world for a long time, and now I am, and that makes me so happy. Having a quiet morning. Now, this may seem a bit weird to some of you probably, but I just love waking up quiet and then going around my house and everything is quiet except the birds. The birds are chirping, the world still needs to wake up, my siblings and my family still needs to wake up, but I am awake and I hear nothing. That is one of those precious moments. Waking up happy. This is something I've really been just appreciating more. Just waking up and already feeling like I am already happy. I'm already content, however this day is gonna go. And that's really been something that I've been just enjoying more, and I've been noticing that more also. Letting my creativity out through making art. As I've mentioned a bit before, I said I had a drawing tablet, and that's correct. I just got it recently, but I've been loving to do that because I've wanted to do that for about 3 years now, and now I finally get to do that, and I'm so grateful for that because I love outing my creativity, and now that I have time to do that, I just realize how much more satisfied I am with doing things that you can't learn in regular school. Now the last thing, having an elaborate night routine. I can have a night routine, but actually doing it, you know, I have this little night routine that I've set up, and I love when I just get to do every single thing of it, you know. So yeah, I hope this helped and that you learned something new. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't like it. It's a free world. I definitely stole that from someone, but I don't remember who. Elbat or something. Thank you. I definitely enjoyed seeing that. Write in the comments what your favorite ideas of this list was, and what things you have to add. What are the small things that make you happy, that can just spark that little tiniest amount of joy inside of you? Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best. Bye, loves.